Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn a new lesson, and this new lesson is named Girgit. The name itself is a very funny name, and this lesson is a really very funny lesson. This lesson has been written by Anton Chekhov. Anton Chekhov hails from Russia. Let us see about the writer in the first step. Anton Chekhov 1860 1904 दक्षिणी रूस के तगनोर नगर में 1860 में जन्मे अंतोन चेखव ने शिक्षा काल में ही कहानियां लिखना आरंभ कर दिया. It was in the south of Russia. Anton Chekhov was born in the year 1860. When he was in schooling only, Anton Chekhov started writing small stories. 19वीं सदी का 9वां दशक, that means in 1890s, रूस के लिए एक कठिन समय था. I think you are learning in history lessons the history of Russia or the history of USSR. 1890 is a very crucial period in the history of Russia. यह वह समय था जब आज़ाद ख्याल होने से लोग शासन के दमन का शिकार हो जाया करते थे. It was said that there was a big revolution in Russia. The Russian Revolution, the Great Russian Revolution, gave very much force on the suppressive measures taken by the rulers of that country. Russia was ruled by some dynasties, royal dynasties by name Tsars. I think you are learning in history all these details. There was a time in Russia after 1890s where there was a revolutionary spark was going on, increasing in size. People were suppressing the people were suffering the people a lot, whoever wanted to make a revolutionary spark. ऐसे समय में चेखव ने उन मौका परस्त लोगों को बेनकाब करती कहानियां लिखी जिनके लिए पैसा और पद ही सब कुछ था. It is said that Anton Chekhov, who was almost a very young person of those times, he started writing stories about these people who were all said to be selfish people, who were all said to be in the wheel of cheating, in the wheel of power, in the wheel of political suppression. He wanted to just unveil these people's real stories through his small stories. He was taking the theme of these people who were said to be selfish, political leaders of those days, who were all said to be the opportunistic people. Wherever there was an opportunity, they tried to get selfish motives. They were trying to make money and they were trying to suppress the common man, whoever was in the wish, in the desire of independence. Such one funny story has been written by Anton Chekhov when he was a very young and dynamic person in 1890s. चेखव सारे संसार के चहेते लेखक माने जाते हैं. It is said that Chekhov is taken as a very dearly loved writer by the whole world. It's not only by the Russians. The whole world recognized him to be the dearly and a very much loved and beloved writer by all the people. इसका सबसे बड़ा कारण यह है कि इनकी नज़र में सत्य ही सर्वोपरि है. Why he was beloved to all the people in the world? The only reason is said to be he was the person who gave utmost importance to only truth, but not any other aspect of life. Truth is said to be the apex of his, say, way of thinking. सच्चे के प्रति आस्था और निष्ठा यही चेकव की धरोहर है. You know, in which he has put his trust was only Satya, only truth, and only honesty. This was all his trust. This was all the thing he believed in. चेकव की प्रमुख कहानियाँ हैं गिरगिट. He wrote number of stories, among which Girgit, the present lesson of our say book, is the topmost one. Clerk ki mouth, another story. Wanka, another story. Titli, एक कलाकार की कहानी, घोंघा, इवोनिस, रोमांस, दुल्हन, etc., etc. Number of stories he has written. All the stories have the theme only the suppressive measures of the rulers and the revolutionary ideas of the people in the society. प्रसिद्ध नाटक है वालिया मामा, तीन बहनें, सीगल और चेरी का बगीचा. He also wrote certain plays, and these plays are 4 in number: वालिया मामा, तीन बहनें, सीगल and चेरी का बगीचा. Now, let us try to go into the summary of the lesson गिरगिट. अच्छी शासन व्यवस्था वही होती है जो समता पर चलती है. The first word given by the book makers is the good administrative system is only that which gives impetus on equality. You know, however, we know how Soviet Russia has been, say, divided into several small states. This is all just because they believed in equality. They believe in socialistic features. They also believed in the samajam, the society, and all the people should be equal in the society. There should be no differences. That was all their motto before they got independence. सबको एक दृष्टि से देखती है. Everybody will be treated equally in this kind of a शासन व्यवस्था, in this kind of administrative setup. अन्यायी और उसके अन्याय को न्याय के तराजू पर ही तौलती है. It is said that whoever is said to be a person who is doing injustice, injustice done by somebody and the person who is doing, say, injustice, they both will be weighed in the same balance, so that equal to his injustice done, the person should be punished. That is what the system always decides. ऐसी शासन व्यवस्था जन जन में कानून के प्रति आदर और समर्पण का भाव जगाती है. If a government could establish this kind of, say, vyavastha or setup, people will love it, people will respect it, and people will try to just sacrifice their lives in order to establish such kind of governments. निर्भयता की भावना भी पैदा करती है. This also just ignites in the hearts of people nirbhayata. What is nirbhayata? No, not be afraid of anybody in the world. That is nirbhayata. We are going to get afraid of only one thing, that is dishonesty, that is injustice, that is to be, say, dishonest. That is the only thing, and this kind of feeling should be ignited by only truth. ऐसी शासन व्यवस्था कायम तभी हो सकता है जब शासन की बागडोर संभालने वाले पक्षपात किए बिना अपने अधिकारों और कर्तव्य का पालन करें. You know, children, you are learning in your, say, social sciences. What is that? If the leader is correct, the followers are correct. Yatha Raja Tatha Praja. You might have heard this. When leaders are good, honest, and just. Then only they can establish a just and an honest, say, government. This kind of setup can be possible only because of good rulers, good leaders, and they should not have pakshapat. What is meant by pakshapat? Partiality, bending towards certain selfish motives, bending towards certain people who are all close to us. No, such people can never establish a good government. जब वे इस कसौटी पर खरे नहीं उतरते तब देश में अराजकता का साम्राज्य स्थापित होते देर नहीं लगती. I think you might have heard in history lessons the czars of Russia, the leaders of Russia, the rulers of royal families. Totally, they were a very much unjust people. They were always loving their relative group. For the cause of relative groups' prosperity, they always cheated the common man. They always exploited the wealth of the country. You might have heard all this from your social. It is said that the Tsar's rule was unbearable to the people. People got disgusted of this kind of injustice and dishonest rule of Tsars. Yes, when leaders are not for justice, when leaders are not for truth and honesty, naturally there will be anarchy in the country. You know what is meant by anarchy? Anarchy is nothing but evil rule. Dushta Paripalana, we call this. When Dushta Paripalana takes place in the countries, the only solution, the only answer is revolution. A revolution gives the correct answer to end the evil rule of the people like royal people, the royal dynasties. And the same could be seen in the story of the revolution of Russia. 1884 में लिखी गई प्रस्तुत कहानी में रूस के महान लेखक ने एक ऐसे अवसर का वर्णन किया है जब जार शाही शासन चापलूसों भाई भतीजावाद के पोषक अधिकारियों के भरोसे चल रहा था. See children, till now what I have told you, the situation that caught the attraction of the writer, that is our say Anton Chekhov. He was the witness of one of such incidents. In this, the Shah or the Tsar of Russia, he was ruling, and his name is Shahi. And this man was, say, totally, say, bending towards his relatives. Totally, he was, say, very much interested in family relation, but not in the public. When he was ruling, and totally he was interested in family matters, but never on the political situation. He was mad of power. He was not at all interested in public, their welfare or administration. Totally he was related to family matters. Totally he was interested in only internal things, but not the issues of public. And the only bad thing he has done was he was depending on his officials. We know maybe the king is good, but when he is depending on others for administration, if the official is good, okay, it could be bear. But when the official is not good, it becomes unbearable to the public. It becomes irritating to the public to go any more with the persons. नतीजा यह था कि वे कानून के या आम आदमी के पक्ष में ऐसी फरियाद का भी न्यायोचित फैसला नहीं कर पाते थे जिसमें दोषी कोई मनुष्य नहीं बल्कि वहशी कुत्ता ही क्यों न हो. See, the book makers are telling the best example of the Russian Tsar rule, when the king himself is depending on some mediator like official. What happens, they can never make a justice in connection with public. It's not only that the counterpart is a human. Even if the counterpart is a stray dog, a dog that moves in the street, when that is a counterpart also, the king could not make any kind of justice. Do you know why? Just because king is not interested in making any kind of administration. He is totally interested in family matters. He is totally interested in his kith and kin. He was never aware of what is going on in the country, because totally that power was given to the mediator person like officials. In different countries, these officials were given different names. Let us call them the nobles. Let us call them the officials. The Mantri Varya, we say. These Mantri Varya, who were the bridge of people and king, when they are not in a correct attitude, the stories were changed. The stories were resulted in totally revolutionary attitudes. It is said that in this lesson, in this funny story, a small incident, the dog was the culprit. The person who owned this dog could not make any kind of justice to the common man just because the dog belonged to official. Means not only humans but also animals were not given any justice in this stupid administration. संभवतः ऐसी शासन व्यवस्था के लिए ही संत कवि तुलसीदास ने कभी कहा होगा. We know most popular saying of Tulsidas. Long ago Tulsidas told like this: Samaradh ko nahi dosh gusai. Samaradh ko, Samaradh means efficient person. Efficient person never gets any blame. But when things go into inefficient person's hands, things will go topsy-turvy. Things will go into meaningless situations. Things will go into funniest situations. That is what happened in our story, Girgit. Now, let us go into the story. What is Girgit and what is the fun behind this, and what is the most valuable message of this lesson? As I told you in the beginning, the most valuable message of the story is power should be given only to the correct person, but not for the money mongers, but not for the power mongers. It should be in the hands of efficient persons. If not, anarchies prevail in the countries and people always protest it. People turn against such kind of administrations. History is giving the great witness to such kind of truths. Maybe in India, maybe in Russia, maybe in France, maybe in Italy and Germany. The same fact is totally exhibited from each and every revolution of the world nations. Okay, children. So, now let us start the lesson. Today let us see the summary of the lesson Girgit. Girgit is written by Anton Chekhov, and as I told you, Anton Chekhov hails from European countries. He has written a very sarcastic lesson about people that were ruling in those days and about the political scenario of those days. The name of the lesson is Girgit, and Girgit means chameleon. Chameleon is a particular landscape animal which is often change its colors. Chameleon, according to the situation, according to its surroundings, goes on changing its body colors. And this kind of changing of attitudes, changing of their mentalities, and changing of their behavior, several people could be found in a society. That means these people are called people who are all going as per the situations. These people are called Avakashavadi people. Avakashavadi means as per the situation is going on, they keep on changing their opinions, they keep on changing their behavior, and they go on changing their attitudes. About these people, actually speaking, the author has written a very, I tell you, idiomatic, many kinds of expressions are given in this lesson. He writes in a very criticizing way about the people of those days, the administrative people, or maybe the political scenario of those days is a very well expressed and very well given, a very good, a humorous as well as a sarcastic view of the situation is given in this lesson. Let us now go for the summary of the lesson. अच्छी शासन व्यवस्था वही होती है जो समता पर चलती है. The very first sentence talks about the equality of the society. You know, many European countries work on the principle of equality. The very good administration is always with the background of equality. सबको एक दृष्टि से देखती है. It also observes the people on the same scale, on the same lines. अन्यायी और उसके अन्याय को न्याय के तराजू पर ही तौलती है. So, this kind of administrative system always takes the injustice and the person who is the reason for that injustice into only one kind of measurement, that is scaling the person. ऐसी शासन व्यवस्था जन जन में कानून के प्रति आदर और समर्पण का भाव जगाती है. This is measured in the same balance, in the same containers of the balance, just because to keep the human respect and to give value for the people and law. People should behave as per the law. That is all we know, and the respect also should be given as per the law to every human being in the society. That is only called equality of people. निर्भयता की भावना भी पैदा करती है. It also gives rise to the attitude like not getting afraid of anybody in the society. It's not that they become deliberate people, no, but it makes people confident about their own behavior according to the law. That's all. ऐसी शासन व्यवस्था कायम तभी हो सकती है जब शासन की बागडोर संभालने वाले पक्षपात किए बिना अपने अधिकारों और कर्तव्यों का पालन करें. It is said that such kind of good administration is possible when the administrators are not partial people. They don't take any side. They don't favor some particular group of people in the society. They should be always impartial. Then only good administrative system can be established in any country. In any country, any continent, or any area of the world, only when administrators are impartial, when they do all their duties, when always they enjoy their rights accordingly, then only good administration is established. जब वे इस कसौटी पर खरे नहीं उतरते तब देश में अराजकता का साम्राज्य स्थापित होते देर नहीं लगती. So, it is very much confirmed that whenever the administrators are partial, be sure there comes anarchy, there comes arachakata. It is arachakata. The society becomes the center of many kinds of atrocities in the say countries, and always it gave so much of say disturbance in the society. It makes a lot of problem to the administrators, and the country will be in hot waters. The result, ultimate say effect of this will be the country will be in the problems. 1884 में लिखी गई प्रस्तुत कहानी में रूस के महान लेखक ने एक ऐसे अवसर का वर्णन किया है जब जारशाही शासन चापलूसों, भाई भतीजावाद के पोषक अधिकारियों के भरोसे चल रहा था. Actually speaking, the Russian writer, that is our writer Anton Chekhov. This Anton Chekhov has written this story in the year 1884, and this was the time when the Tsar is the Russian emperor, and this Tsar Shahi, he was doing his administration just based on one weak point, that is say Bandhupriyata we call this. What is Bandhupriyata? Always in favor of his own people, the family members, blood related people, and always the centralization of power will be in the hands of Tsar and his relatives. Finish. And there is no other question of any other say common citizen in the country in the issues of administration. And he was not active, I tell you. He was very passive. He was disinterested in administration. Totally he was depending on his relatives. He was depending on his own people, and administration was going on as per their wishes, as per their desires. नतीजा यह था कि वे कानून के या आम आदमी के पक्ष में ऐसी फरियाद का भी न्यायोचित फैसला नहीं कर पाते थे, जिसमें दोषी कोई मनुष्य नहीं बल्कि वहशी कुत्ता ही क्यों न हो. See, when king is not at all active, not at all interested in administration, and the whole thing is given into people who are said to be unfit people, and the result will be anybody in the country, maybe a very common man, not only a man, an ordinary animal also cannot be given justice. That means justice will go in vain. It will not be possible for a person like unfitting Nyayadhikari or unfitting official to make justice to even a very, very common say animal in the country. संभवतः ऐसी शासन व्यवस्था के लिए ही संत कवि तुलसीदास ने कभी कहा होगा, समरथ को नहीं दोष गुसाई. We know तुलसीदास जी ने कहा था अपने दोहों में एक बार ऐसी झूठ मूठ व्यवस्था के बारे में. क्या कहे मालूम? समरथ को नहीं दोष गुसाई. When the person is capable, when the person is efficient, never give him any kind of this kind of blames, because it is only because of say inefficient people. An efficient person never makes such kind of mistakes, such kind of flaws, never he will do. संभवतः ऐसी शासन व्यवस्था के लिए ही संत कवि तुलसीदास ने कभी कहा होगा, समरथ को नहीं दोष गुसाई. Observing this kind of situations only, maybe Sant Tulsidas has told like this, समरथ को नहीं दोष गुसाई. Never, never blame an efficient person when something has happened in the country which is not a justifiable thing. This is all because of only inefficient people. When the administrative issues will go into the inefficient people's hands, naturally things will happen which are totally, totally wrong things. Now, let us get into the lesson. The name of the lesson is Girgit. Girgit is a chameleon, and chameleon always changes its nature constantly without any stop. According to the, say, geographical situations, maybe weather situation, this chameleon changes its body color and tries to save itself. There are people in the society who always keep on changing their attitude, their mindset, and even their behavior just to save themselves from the, say, situations. It's a very funny story, and at the same time, it's a very, very, say, criticizing and a very much, say, beautiful story about the people who were ruling in the Russian country by the time. It was in the 19th century. It's a very small incident, and it is totally related to the blood related people of the Russian Tsar. Let us see now what is the content of the lesson. हाथ में बंडल थामे पुलिस इंस्पेक्टर ओचुमिलाव नया ओवरकोट पहने हुए बाजार के चौराहे से गुजारा. Police inspector, we know police takes care of the law and order, and this police inspector by name Ochumilav, he was wearing an overcoat, and he had a very big bundle of, say, the files in his hands, and just he was moving across the crossroads. उसके पीछे अपने हाथों में जब्त की गई झरबेरियां की टोकरी उठाए लाल बालों वाला एक सिपाही चला आ रहा था. One man with a kind of copper color hair was following him, and he has a basket on his head, and his basket was containing a variety of, say, fruit. This fruit can also be called berries like Jarberia. Berry is a berry fruit, and it is a variety of berry that was available in Russian countries. चारों ओर खामोशी थी. Except these two people, nobody was there in the crossroads. And it was a junction like place, and चौराहे पर किसी आदमी का निशान तक नहीं था. There is no trace of anybody coming or going from that way except this police inspector and the person who was just following him with a big basket of fruits on his head. And this basket of fruits was, say, taken into japt, it seems. What is japt? Going into the custody of officials, any property can be called japt. So he was just following the inspector for his mercy. दुकानों के खुले दरवाजे भूखे जबड़ों की तरह भगवान की इस सृष्टि को उदास निगाहों से ताक रहे थे. All the shops were closed, and it is said that the closed shops were looking like, say, the dry jaws of some animal, maybe a human or maybe an animal. Its jaws were totally dry. When do our jaws become dry? When we are in the need of some food, or when we are not, say, in the reach of any food, and we become weak and we are very much worried about filling our stomach. भगवान की इस सृष्टि को उदास निगाहों से ताक रहे थे. And we will be very much, say, in a despair. We will be in very much of disappointment when we are unable to find anything to eat. Yeah, the closed shops were looking like that. कोई भिखारी तक उनके आसपास नहीं दिख रहा था. We know beggary is very common in almost many countries in the world, and it is said that when all the shops were closed, even a beggar was not found on the streets. Not even a single beggar was seen on the street. सहसा ओचो मिलाओ के कानों में एक आवाज गूंजी. तो तू काटेगा, तू शैतान कहीं का. ओ छोकरो, इसे मत जाने दो, इन दिनों काट खाना मना है. पकड़ लो इस कुत्ते को. There was a sudden sound that was resounding in the ears of the police inspector, whose name was Ocho Milao. It was say like this. तो तू काटेगा? So have you decided to bite me? तू शैतान कहीं का. You stupid fellow. So you want to bite me? ओ छोकरो, hey boys, come on. इसे मत जाने दो. Stop it. Don't allow it to go. इन दिनों काट खाना मना है. See, nowadays it's totally prohibited to eat any non-vegetarian food. Understood? So please catch hold of this. पकड़ लो इस कुत्ते को. Come on man, stop it. Come on, please stop this stupid dog. तब किसी कुत्ते के किकियाने की आवाज़ सुनाई दी. When these words were just resounding, echoing in the ears of a police inspector, after some time there was a sound of yelling of a dog. You know, kikiyana. You know, when a dog is beaten by somebody, how it will make yelling, like like that. The dog was yelling, and that sound also was echoing in the ears of the police inspector. ओचो मिलाओ ने उस आवाज़ की दिशा में घूम कर घूरा और पाया कि एक व्यापारी पिचू गिन के काठ गोदाम से एक कुत्ता 3 टांगों के बल पर रेंगता चला आ रहा. When this yelling of dog was listened, police officer just looked in that direction where from the sound was coming, and he found this information that one businessman who was said to be a vyapari and who was working in the godown of say wooden items or furniture items, he was coming out, and from his godown only one dog was coming out. This dog was just coming out with crawling on her 3 legs. On her 3 legs it was crawling on the ground but bending her knees. छींट की खलफ लगी कमीज और बिना बटन की वास्कोट पहने हुए एक व्यक्ति कुत्ते के पीछे दौड़ रहा था. Meanwhile, there was a person who was coming running behind the dog. Now, the author is describing that person. How is he coming? He was coming with a shirt that was totally dipped in starch. That means very stiff, starched shirt he was wearing, and he did not put any button of that shirt. And it was described as a waistcoat. What is waistcoat? Waistcoat is a waistcoat, the coat that is worn on the shirt which just hangs till waist of a person. It's a waistcoat we call in English. He was running behind this dog. गिरते पड़ते उसने कुत्ते को पिछला टांग से पकड़ लिया. He was just tumbling on the ground. He was running behind it, and somehow he could catch hold of the leg of the dog from backside. फिर कुत्ते का किकियाना और एक चीख, मत जाने दो, दोबारा सुनाई दिया. When he was catching hold of that, again the sound came into the ears of the police officer. Please, please don't allow it to run away. Catch hold of it. दुकान में ऊँघते हुए चेहरे बाहर झांके और देखते ही देखते जैसे जमीन फाड़कर निकल आई एक भीड़ काठ गोदाम को घेर कर खड़ी हो गई. When people were just dozing inside the shops, because almost all the shops were closed and very few people who were almost like dozing in the shops, suddenly when they looked at the situation outside, they all came out of the shops and they just crowded near the godown where the person was catching hold of this dog. Everybody started there and they surrounded the person near the godown. हुजूर, यह तो जनशांति भंग हो जाने से जैसा कुछ दिख रहा है, सिपाही ने कहा. When all these people came out like this and surrounded the godown, the official told like this, I think this is breaking the peace. This is breaking the silence in the surroundings. I think it is breaking law and order. ओचू मिलाओ मुड़ा और भीड़ की तरफ चल दिया. When one person in the crowd said like this inspector got mad. Just he started walking towards the crowd. उसने काठ गोदाम के पास बटन विहीन वैस्केट धारण किए हुए उस आदमी को देखा जो अपना दायां हाथ उठाए वहां मौजूद था तथा उपस्थित लोगों को अपनी लुहलुहान उंगली दिखा रहा था. When he listened to this voice like this, the policeman started going towards the crowd and he stood there and he saw the person who was wearing a waistcoat, and this man, he was just lifting his right hand and showing his finger to everybody, and this finger was bleeding. His right finger, index finger, was bleeding. He was showing to all the people his bleeding finger. उसके नशीले से हो आए चेहरे पर साफ दिख रहा था, शैतान की औलाद. He was almost like a drowsy person and he was just shouting like this. What he was shouting, Shaitan ki aulad. That means, you stupid, maybe you are the higher of a Satan. That means, you stupid, you rogue. मैं तुझे छोड़ने वाला नहीं. I am not going to leave you today, you stupid. और उसकी उंगली भी जीत के झंडे की तरह गड़ी दिखाई दे रही थी. As he was lifting his right hand and showing his finger to everybody, it was just like a symbolism of his victory. ओचुमिलाओ ने इस व्यक्ति को पहचान लिया. When he was shouting like that and lifting his hand and showing his finger, police inspector was looking at him, and after a few seconds he could identify who was the person. वह क्यूक्रिन नामक सुनार था और इस भीड़ के बीचों बीच अपनी अगली टांगे पसारे, नुकीले मुख और पीठ पर फैले पीले दाग वाला अपराधी सा नजर आता. सफ़ेद बारजोई पिल्ला ऊपर से नीचे तक कांपता पसरा पड़ा था. He identified him to be Kyukrin, who was a goldsmith. And he was just getting into the crowd with a kind of shouting, and he was making a very pointed finger and very sharp finger towards the persons there, and he was looking like almost a criminal, and he was making, say, a kind of say, Barajoyi Pilla. Pilla is a puppy which belongs to a very superior breed of dogs, and ऊपर से नीचे तक कांपता पसारा पड़ रहा था, and he was almost like shivering with anger. When we get so much of anger also, we start getting a kind of shivering in the body. That means not able to control his emotions. उसकी आंसुओं से सनी आंखों में संकट और आतंक की गहरी छाप थी. It is said that say he was having in his eyes the reflection of a kind of danger, the reflection of a kind of scare. He was afraid and he was expecting some danger to take place. यह सब क्या हो रहा है? भीड़ को चीरते हुए ओचुमेलाव ने सवाल किया. When things were going on like that, the police inspector just entered the crowd and he started shouting at the group like this. What's going on here? यह सब क्या हो रहा है? What is going on here? तुम सब लोग इधर क्या कर रहे हो? What you people are doing here? तुमने अपनी यह उंगली ऊपर क्यों उठा रखी है? He looked at the person in a waistcoat and he asked him, why are you lifting your finger like that? What happened to you? चिल्ला कौन रहा था? First tell me who is shouting, who is screaming here? Tell me. हुजूर, मैं तो चुपचाप चला जा रहा था. मुंह पर हाथ रखकर खांसते हुए क्यूक्रीन ने कहा. You know, Kyukrin, who was said to be a jeweler or maybe a goldsmith, and he started telling like this and stopping his cough. He was coughing so much and he started telling like this. Oh sir, I was going silently. I was going on my own business very, very quietly. मुझे मित्रच से लकड़ी लेकर कुछ काम निपटना था. Sir, actually speaking, I came to buy some furniture, some wooden logs like from this godown. तब अचानक इस कमभक्त ने अकारण मेरी उंगली काट खाई. I tell you sir, when I came inside the godown to buy one wooden log, unfortunately this stupid dog has bitten my finger. आप तो जानते हैं मैं ठहरा एक कामकाजी आदमी. I tell you, I am very, very, say, very tough in nature and I am very much, say, serious in my work. And मेरा काम भी एकदम पेचीदा किस्म का है. I tell you, I am a tough person. I am a work-minded person. I am serious in my work and see, my work is totally disturbed. मुझे लग रहा है एक हफ्ते तक मेरी यह उंगली अब काम करने लायक नहीं हो जाएगी. Yes sir, I believe that till 1 week I can't do any work with this kind of finger. It has been wounded by this rogue, this stupid dog very seriously. I am sorry sir, and I can't make any kind of job in my say routine. तो हुजूर, मेरी गुजारिश है कि इसके मालिकों से मुझे हर्जाना तो दिलवाया जाए. सर, I request you only one thing. You are police inspector. What I request you that you please give me some kind of say amount so that I can make my own say both end the meet. That means I cannot work and my family should not starve because of me. So I want something that is say what you can say is a kind of amount that can be given to me so that I can meet both my ends. यह तो किसी कानून में नहीं लिखा है हुजूर कि आदमखोर जानवर हमें काट खाए और हम उन्हें बर्दाश्त करते रहें. Sir, what I say, what I request you is, there is no such rule written by any law that a man-eating animal like this dog is going to just get us wounded and we should take it. No law has written such kind of rules. This stupid animal is biting and why I have to take it? No. अगर हर कोई इसी तरह काट खाना शुरू करे तो यह जिंदगी तो नरक हो जाएगा. Suppose there is any rule such is made, I tell you, all the people on this earth always experience only hell on the earth. ठीक है ठीक है. ओचुमिलाओ ने अपना गला खकारते और अपनी थ्योरियाँ चढ़ाते हुए कहा, ठीक है ठीक है. When some common man is telling rules and law, policeman got a little bit irritation and he was just making his voice say regularized and he is telling with angry looks like this. ठीक है, यह तो बताओ कि यह कुत्ता किसका है. Okay, okay. He was looking very angrily towards the crowd and he is telling, yeah, first tell me, whose dog is this? To whom does it belong? मैं इस मामले को छोड़ने वाला नहीं हूँ. Just remember, I don't let the issue go like this. I am not going to excuse anybody. कुत्तों को इस तरह आवारा छोड़ देने का मज़ा मैं इनके मालिकों से चका कर रहूँगा. I tell you, who has left this dog like a vagabond on the streets, and I am going to make them experience the punishment. Why somebody should leave the dog like a vagabond on the road, and why somebody should get punishment like getting wounded? No. जो कानून का पालन नहीं करते, अब उन लोगों को निबटने का वक्त आ गया है. I tell you, those who are not abide by the law, they have to take the punishment. I tell you strictly, a time has come for them to take the punishment, and law is not going to spare anybody. उस बदमाश आदमी को मैं इतना जुर्माना ठोकूंगा ताकि उसे इल्म हो जाए कि कुत्तों और जानवरों को इस तरह आवारा छोड़ देने का क्या नतीजा होता है. I tell you people, I am going to make a very strict penalty on the person who is the owner of this dog, and he has to understand I should never leave my pet animal like this on these roads. He should get it. He should understand what is the result of his foolish act. मैं उसे ठीक करके रहूँगा. Yes, I am going to teach him a lesson. Tell me, who is the owner of this dog? तब सिपाही की तरफ मुड़कर उसने अपनी बात जारी रखी. Yes, when he was shouting like this, then the soldier who was from the crowd looked at him and told, Eldirin, पता लगाओ यह पिल्ला किसका है. He looked at the soldier and told, see, Eldirin, I want you to go and inquire who is the master of this pet dog. और इसकी पूरी रिपोर्ट तैयार करो. I want you to complete the report about the person and about this dog. Understood? इस कुत्ते को बिना देरी किए ख़त्म कर दिया जाए. And remember, now we have to put an end to this dog. शायद यह पागल हो. मैं पूछ रहा हूँ आखिर यह किसका कुत्ता है. Maybe this dog is a mad dog. I don't know. I don't spare anybody here. I am asking once again, who is the master of this dog? मेरे ख्याल से यह जनरल झिगलाओं का है. भीड़ से एक आवाज़ उभर कर आई. Somebody from the crowd say gave this answer a little bit louder. What he said is, according to my opinion, it may be the pet dog of General Jigalan. जनरल जिगलां? एल्दरिन, मेरा कोट उतरवाने में मेरी मदद करो. ओफ, आज कितनी गर्मी है. After listening to the name General Jigalan, police inspector got a kind of, say, surprise. And he started telling to the soldier, Eldarin, please help me to remove my coat. I feel it is very, very sultry today. I feel it is very hot today. लग रहा है बारिश होकर रहेगी. He started making his, say, dialogue in a very cool way. He started making his attention towards the climate. He started talking about weather conditions. And he is telling, yeah, maybe today it will rain. See, oh soldier, come help me to remove my coat. वह क्यूक्रिन की तरफ मुड़ा. एक बात मेरी समझ में नहीं आती, आखिर इसे तुम्हें कैसे काट खाया. Then now he looked towards the wounded person whose name was Kyukrin. He turned towards him and started asking him coolly. What did he ask? अरे, tell me, how did you get this wound? यह तुम्हारी उंगली तक पहुंचे कैसा? अरे, tell me man. अरे, you are a very tall person and how can a dog come to your finger and cut it? Tell me, what happened to you? यह तुम्हारी उंगली तक पहुंचे कैसे? How could it come to your finger height and it could cut your finger? तू इतना लंबा तगड़ा आदमी है. Oh, you are a very big personality with a straight and stout body like this. And यह रत्ती भर का जानवर. This is a very petty animal, very small and very short animal. How can this animal come to your finger height and make a wound on your finger? जरूरी ही तेरी उंगली पर कोई कील वगैरह गड़ गई होगी और तत्काल तूने सोचा कि इस कुत्ते के मत्थे मड़कर कुछ हर्जाना वगैरह ऐंठ कर फ़ायदा उठा लिया जाए. Now I understand. Oh, you person, you are stupid. I know. You got your wound because of something like a nail, and you want to just make a complaint against this poor dog and just ask for compensation. Am I right? How clever of you, oh my dear Kyukrin. You got your wound by yourself and you want to put the blame on this small doggy. No, it cannot be entertained. I don't give any kind of compensation to you. And I think you are a person who is a very cunning fellow. मैं तेरे जैसे शैतान लोगों को अच्छी तरह समझता हूँ. या I know many people who are cunning like you. Yes man, yes. This is not because of dog. I understand the dog can never reach your finger height. इसे अपनी जलती सिगरेट से इस कुत्ते की नाक यूं ही जला डाली होगी हुजूर, वरना यह कुत्ता बेवकूफ़ है क्या जो इसे काट खाती. He also started telling like this. Yes, I know. Unless you do some harm to the doggy, it never makes any harm to you. Yeah, I know. Maybe a burning piece of cigarette was just poked into her nose. It will get mad and certainly it would have cut your finger. एल्दरीन ने कहा, हुजूर मैं जानता हूँ यह क्यूक्रिन हमेशा कोई न कोई शरारत करता रहता है. The soldier also supported this complaint, telling, yes sir, I know this Kyukrin. He always makes very, very naughty and very, very destructive things. Yes sir, he might have put a burning piece of cigarette into the nose of the dog. That's why it just bit this man. When Eldarin said these words, तो the police inspector also got a kind of idea to change his say argument like this. अबे तूने मुझे ऐसा करते जब देखी नहीं हो तो झूठ मूठ में सब क्यों बके जा रहे? Now the man who is called Cochrane got mad of this. What? I came to make a complaint against the dog and you people are making complaint against me. अरे how it is possible? अबे तूने मुझे ऐसा करते जब देखा ही नहीं तो झूठ मूठ में सब क्यों बके जा रहे? Did you see me? Did I poke any cigarette piece into the dog's nose? When you did not see, why you are talking nonsense? Why you are making blames on me? हुजूर तो खुद बुद्धिमान आदमी हैं और बखूबी जानते हैं कि कौन सच बोल रहा है और कौन झूठ. Sir, I think you are a very clever person. You are a very, say, intelligent person. But unnecessarily you are believing the words of the people who are all fit for nothing. And I don't understand now who is talking, say, lies, who is speaking correct things. यदि मैं झूठ बोलता पाया जाऊं तो मुझ पर अदालत में मुकदमा ठोक दो. Cochrane started telling like this. Sir, if I am telling lies, if you feel I am a liar, make a complaint against me. File a case against me in the law, no problem. कानून सम्मत हो यही है कि सब लोग अब बराबर हैं. Sir, just remember, in view of law, everyone is equal. Sir, if you want to make a complaint, file a case against me, do it. मैं यदि आप चाहें तो यह भी बता दूं कि मेरा एक भाई भी पुलिस में है. Sir, I want to tell you one thing very frankly. One of my brothers is also a police officer. Do you know? If you want to file a case, come on man, do. बकवास बंद करो. Then this police inspector, what did he say? Hey, stop talking nonsense. What nonsense you are talking? Stop it, he said. नहीं, यह जनरल साहब का कुत्ता नहीं है. सिपाही ने गंभीरतापूर्वक टिप्पणी की. जनरल साहब के पास ऐसा कोई कुत्ता नहीं है. When the wounded person was shouting against and when he was standing for justice, then the soldier started telling like this. No, sir, no. This is not the doggy of general. I know. General, sir, did not have such kind of say doggy at all. उनके तो सभी कुत्ते पोंटर हैं. Sir, I know, sir. What dogs he is taming, they belong to Pointer type. Pointer is a breed of dogs. So, this say, soldier is telling, no sir, this dog does not belong to General Saab. तुम विश्वास से कह रहे हो? The police inspector got a doubt. Hey, are you confident? Are you really believing that the dog does not belong to General? एकदम हुजूर. The soldier started telling, yes sir, yes, I am confident this dog does not belong to General. तुम सही कहते हो. जनरल साहब के सभी कुत्ते महंगे और अच्छी नस्ल के हैं और यह जरा इस पर नज़र तो दौड़ाओ. Then he started supporting this statement like this. Yes, you are telling truth, I know. General Sahab has some dogs, but they all are very expensive dogs, I tell you, and they belong to a very high and very good breed. Their quality is very, very, say, excellent. और यह जरा इस पर नज़र तो दौड़ाओ. Hey, look at this dog, man. This is a vagabond dog. Look at it. कितना भद्दा और मरियल सा पिल्ला है. Now, look at this dog. No, it looks like just a street dog like. No, it's not of that kind of, say, good dog or good quality. It is even looking very sick. Look at its face. कोई सभ्य आदमी ऐसा कुत्ता काहे को पालेगा? अरे, any cultured person, any rich person or any good person in the society never tames such kind of a sick and dirty dog, I tell you. तुम लोगों का दिमाग खराब तो नहीं हो गया है। अरे हु इज टेलिंग दैट दिस डॉग बिलोंग्स टू जनरल? अरे व्हाट हैपेंड टू योर ब्रेन्स? दैट मीन्स यू आर ऑल टॉकिंग नॉनसेंस एंड मीनिंगलेस वर्ड्स। यदि इस तरह का कुत्ता मॉस्को या पीटर्सबर्ग में दिख जाता तो मालूम हो उसका क्या हश्र होता है। डू यू नो पीपल, आई टेल यू वन थिंग, इफ दिस incident takes place in Moscow, you know Moscow is the capital of Russia. If this happens in the capital city of Moscow or Petersburg, you know Petersburg is a very very important cosmopolitan city of Russia. If such kind of dog is found on the streets, do you know what will be the result? तब कानून की परवाह किए बगैर इसकी छुट्टी कर दी जाती। This dog will be killed, I say, by the law, by the say police, and by the law and order. Totally it will be removed from the street just by killing. तो मालूम हुआ उसका हश्र होता। यू नो तुझे उसने काट खाया है, बट जस्ट यू गॉट द वुंड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस डॉग। तो प्यारे एक बात गांठ बांध ले, इसे ऐसे मत छोड़ देना। I tell you one thing, my dear friend. See, because it bit you, I'll tell you one thing. Never leave it. Okay? इसे हर हालत में मज़ा चखवाया जाना जरूरी है। You have to punish it. You have to beat it. You have to take your own say grudge against it. ऐसे वक्त में then he started telling like this, and he also told when it bit you this severely, take action, man. Take aggression against this dog, which is a vagabond dog like this. And meanwhile, when he did not close his sentence only, what happened? शायद यह जनरल साहब का ही कुत्ता है, गंभीरता से सोचते हुए सिपाही ने कहा। The soldier again started telling like this, Sir, Inspector sir, I think this dog belongs to general only. He started telling slowly and very very deeply thinking, Sir, I feel that this dog belongs to general. इसे देख लेने भर से तो नहीं कहा जा सकता कि वह उनका नहीं है। Sir, how can you just say no to that by looking at the physical appearance of this small doggy? कल ही मैंने बिल्कुल इसी की तरह का एक कुत्ता उनके आंगन में देखा था। Sir, why I am telling like this, you know, yesterday I saw one doggy in his say yard inside. Almost that dog also was like this dog only, sir. So I think this dog also belongs to our general साहब। हाँ, यह जनरल साहब का ही तो है। भीड़ में से एक आवाज़ उभर आई। When the soldier was telling like that, somebody's voice also came out from the crowd. Yes, this dog belongs to general only. एल्दरीन, मेरा कोट पहन लेने में जरा मेरी मदद करो। When there was a totally a contrast statement that the dog belongs to general, our police inspector was getting so much of, I tell you, impatience. And what he told the soldier, Soldier, come on, help me, I want to wear my coat. मुझे इस हवा से ठंड लगने लगी है। Till then he told, I am feeling sultry, I want to get some air. Now the statement is changed like this. He is telling, because of this cool air, no, I am getting so much of shivering, please help me to wear my overcoat. इस कुत्ते को जनरल साहब के पास ले जाओ और पता लगाओ कि क्या यह उन्हीं का तो नहीं है। You do one thing, soldier, take this dog, take this to general and just inquire whether the doggy belongs to him or not. उनसे कहना कि यह मुझे मिला और मैंने इसे वापस उनके पास भेजा है। Tell him one thing, don't forget, just tell him that this dog is found by me and because I suspected it to be his, I am sending it back. Tell this information to him clearly, okay? और उनसे यह भी विनती करना कि वे इसे गली में चले आने से रोकें and make a request to him. Tell him as my word that he never leaves this doggy onto the roads. Just make a request to him. लगता है कि यह काफ़ी महंगा प्राणी है. I understand that it's a very expensive dog. I believe that this belongs to a very high breed. और यदि हाँ, हर गुंडा बदमाश इसके नाक में जलती सिगरेट घुसड़ने लगी तो यह तबाही हो जाएगी. Yes, please also tell him that people, if he leaves it on the road like this, every stupid will make a small piece of cigarette which is burning into its nose, and its health will get say spoiled very soon. तुम्हें मालूम है कुत्ता कितना नाजुक प्राणी है? Do you know how sensitive is a doggy? Know how sensitive are puppies? So please tell him as my word that he never leaves this dog on the road so that the stupid people will take stupid actions against it. और तू अपना हाथ नीचे कर बे, गधा कहीं का. Hey, oh man, why you are putting your finger like this all the time? Put it down. You are stupid man. गधा कहीं का. You donkey fellow. What is this? Why are you putting your finger like that? Put it down. अपनी इस भद्दी उंगली को दिखाना बंद कर. Stop showing your stupid finger to all the people. Come on man, behave yourself. यह सब तेरी अपनी गलती है. I tell you once again, oh person, it is all your own mistake. It's all your own fault. उधर देखो जनरल साहब की बावर्ची आ रहा है. जरा पता लगाते हैं. ओ प्रोखोर, इधर आना भाई. When he was telling like this, suddenly he saw some person coming towards the crowd, and it was found that the person who was coming was the cook of General Sahab. Bawarchi is cook. The cook was coming towards them and just looked at him, and he put question like this. Oh, Prokhor. Prokhor is the name of the person who was the cook of General. इधर जरा आना भाई. प्लीज कम हियर. नो, इस कुत्ते को तो पहचानो. क्या यह तुम्हारे यहाँ का है? प्लीज लुक एट दिस डॉगी. आइडेंटिफाई whether it is say your master's dog. एक बार फिर से तो कहो. इस तरह का पिल्ला तो हमने कई जिंदगियों में नहीं देखा होगा. The cook started telling with a loud voice like this. Huh? Repeat your word. We never saw such kind of doggy in many births. Not in this birth, I tell you. You stupid fellow. We never saw such a doggy in our house. अब अधिक जांचने की जरूरत नहीं है. Now, the statement is totally against the general. So, the police inspector was in a great confusion. So, he started telling like this. अब अधिक जांचने की जरूरत नहीं है. Hey, there is no more investigation. Stop it. ओचुमेलाव ने कहा, यह आवारा कुत्ता है. हाँ, I know, and I confirm that this doggy is only just a street dog. इसके बारे में इधर खड़े होकर चर्चा करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Why you people are fools like standing here and discussing about it? This is only street dog. Leave it. मैं तुमसे पहले ही कह चुका हूँ कि यह आवारा है तो है. First only I told you this dog is a street dog. I am once again confirming this is a street dog. इसे मार डालो और सारा किस्सा खत्म. Come on man, put an end to this dog, and the story ends there. Come on man, listen to me and do that. यह हमारा नहीं है. प्रोखोर ने आगे कहा, यह तो जनरल साहब के भाई का है. The cook continued his dialogue, and something like a wonder had happened. He is telling, yes sir, this does not belong to our master. But he started telling like this. यह तो जनरल साहब के भाई का है. दिस डॉग बिलोंग्स टू अवर से जनरल्स ब्रदर, जो थोड़ी देर पहले इधर पधारे हैं. डू यू नो इट इज जस्ट द पेट डॉग ऑफ माई जनरल्स ब्रदर हु केम हियर ए लिटिल बिट एगो. अपने जनरल साहब को बारजोयस नस्ल के कुत्तों में कोई दिलचस्पी नहीं है, पर उनके भाई को तो यही नस्ल पसंद है. सर, आई टेल यू वन थिंग, माई मास्टर, माई जनरल never just gets any fascination for Barjoy's breed, but his brother, my general's brother, has a very lot of love and fascination for Barjoy's breed, and this doggy belongs to Barjoy's breed. क्या क्या जनरल साहब के भाई साहब पधार चुके हैं? व्लादिमीर इवानिच. नाउ इट वॉज a kind of surprise to the police inspector. What you are talking, man? He came here. Your general's brother came here. It is Vladimir Ivanich. Did he come here? Oh my God. आह्लाद से सन आए अपने चेहरे को समेटते हुए ओचो मिल्लाओ ने हैरानी के भाव प्रदर्शन के साथ कहा, कितना अद्भुत संयोग रहा. What do you say? Your general's brother has come here. Oh, what a wonder. I can't believe it. He came here. What a fortunate thing. और मुझे मालूम तक नहीं. अभी कुछ दिन रुकेंगे? अरे, I don't know him at all. I did not identify him. And please tell me, can he stay here for some more time? हाँ, यह सही है. Yes, he will stay here for a long time. And what I said is true. तनिक सोचो, वे अपने भाई साहब से मिलने पधारे हैं और मैं इतना भी नहीं जानता. अरे, I feel very sorry for my act. I tell you, I don't know that he is the brother of your general, and I did not even know that he will come here today. तो यह उनका कुत्ता है. ओह, so this dog belongs to your general's brother. बहुत खुशी हुई. Oh, I am very glad. I am very happy to listen to this. इसे ले जाइए. यह तो एक अति सुंदर डॉगी है. Oh, so this doggy belongs to your general's brother. Please take it away. How beautiful it is. How very soft dog it is. How very very pretty dog it is. मैं इसकी उंगली पर झपट पड़ा था. Oh, तो I only was giving my own hand into the doggy's mouth. हा 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 हा. बस बस, अब कांपना बंद कर भाई. ग्रर, नन्हा सा शैतान गुस्से में है. बहुत खूबसूरत पिल्ला है. Now this man has started telling these words like a mad person. He said, okay, the doggy is very beautiful. It's a very soft dog, very beautiful dog, and I am a mad person that I put my finger into its mouth. Okay, please, oh doggy, don't make any kind of sounds, no? Please, I'm sorry. I don't want to give any punishment to you. And please, a nanha sa saitan. This doggy is like a saitan in my view. And openly he is telling, oh, very fine, beautiful doggy, oh puppy, please, you are a very beautiful puppy, please don't get angry with me, no? प्रोखोर कुत्ते को संभालकर काट गोदाम से बाहर चला गया. नाउ प्रोखोर, हु इज दिस प्रोखोर? प्रोखोर इज से द साहब, जनरल साहब का भाई जो है. ही took that doggy and went towards say the road, and there was no more any scene inside the godown. भीड़ क्यूक्रिन की हालत पर हंस दी. Now Kyukrin, who was the wounded person, everybody started laughing at him because he gave his dialogue as if the whole mistake is from his side. मैं तुझे अभी ठीक करता हूँ. ओचुमिलाव ने उसे धमकाया और लंबे चोगे के शरीर पर डालता हुआ बाजार के उस चौराहे को काटकर अपने रास्ते पर चला गया. Now, the police inspector looked at this, say, Kukrin, who was said to be the wounded person, and he started telling like this, मैं अभी ठीक करता हूँ, hey, I'll take you to task, you stupid. And he threatened him like that and took his, say, funnel like big body and started moving towards the crossroad, the junction. Now, this is the story with a small incident that because of a dog, because of an animal which is said to be the pet of a general's brother, a common man who got very severely wounded was never given any kind of justice. He was never offered any kind of compensation from the officials. Did you understand what is the background of this? Because the doggy belongs to a general and who is said to be almost the blood related person to the general of that particular place, and the police inspector was a person who could do nothing for the wounded person just because it belongs to an official. This was the situation of those days in Russia. That means even a small doggy was not given any kind of justice. Even a very common man like, say, Kukrin never got any kind of justice in the eyes of officials. This is said to be the situation which we talk about an animal like chameleon. It's a garden lizard, we call it generally, and chameleon always changes its colors. Here we see the, say, police officer also making different kinds of statements. Whenever it was said to be the ordinary vagabond dog, he said one kind of statement. When it is known that it is belonging to a general, his statement was totally different. When it was said that again it was not of general, again he started talking nonsense. When finally it was found that it was general's brother's doggy, totally he changed his mindset. This is what happens in our real life. Every day we come across many people, those who are all very closely related to the officials. Really, they are so very cruel and criminal minded people, nothing will happen to them. Law cannot take any action against them just because they are closely related to the officials. This is what was very sarcastically told by our writer, and this story talks about the social conditions of Russia in the 19th century. Did you enjoy the lesson, children? Yeah, be careful about the people who are just like chameleons in their attitude. Okay?